What's good, fight fans? Sash's Corner. Shout out to the LDBC. Yep, I gotta talk just a little bit about Kenny and Sean Porter. Um, Sean Porter versus Earl Spence Jr. coming this September 28th. Kenny and Sean gonna have a falling out. It's gonna be a falling out party. They're gonna have a falling out after this fight. It's gonna be arguing. It's going to be things that's said in the locker room. It's going to be things that Sean Porter's going to sit back and think about all the way back to when Earl Spence was in the amateurs and Kenny Porter was the head coach for Earl Spence. Old memories, old things that were said, all of that's going to come back after he fights Earl Spence. I'm a strong believer, and you don't really know somebody until you fight them or until you get them mad. You understand what I'm saying? Like in a relationship, you really don't know what you're dealing with until you make your spouse, female or male, mad. You really don't know who they really are. You understand what I'm saying? And when it comes to fighters, I feel, the same thing is accurate. Sean don't know Earl yet. He gonna know him after the fight, September 28th. I think Earl Spence is gonna give Sean Porter a shape up he'll never forget. I honestly think that he's gonna think back and know that Kenny knew something that he wasn't telling his son. He's gonna look at it like, Dad, you wasn't being totally honest with me during training and during our conversations about Earl Spence Jr. He can't be. During the face-to-face, when Earl Spence said he's going to have no choice but to come forward, Sean's face looked like he's seen a ghost. It was silence. And then Earl Spence said, period. And he stuttered. Sean don't stutter that much, only when he's trying to lie to me, or about to say something that's a little iffy. He said, what makes you think that that's the only way I can? The world knows that's the only way you can beat him, Sean Porter. So why you look so surprised? Like that's your game plan. Everybody understands that, you've been trying to box for the last few fights, but nobody expects you to box Earl Spence Jr. Nobody expects you to do that, pimpin'. Now, Earl boxed Mikey Garcia because everyone said that he couldn't win if he chose to box Mikey Garcia. Everybody said he was going to lose. And I don't remember Earl saying once that he was going to knock out Mikey Garcia. Not once. I don't remember him saying that. But when you look at it, well, EJ outboxed Mikey Garcia very easily. Can you do that, Sean? Can you prove everybody wrong? Can you do what Earl did and choose to box Mikey and beat him? Because everybody said you couldn't. Everybody's saying you can't box Earl Spence, Sean. So can you prove us wrong? Why don't you prove us wrong? Prove the people wrong by outboxing Earl. Can you do that? Can you dig it? Can you do it? Abner Mares said on PBC on Fox, he said on the show that Earl has never seen or fought a fighter coming in with his horns and hooves in the snout. Basically, it's not what he said, but you understand what I'm saying. He never seen an aggressive fighter coming in with his head and his arm and his elbows and stuff. It's basically what he said. All right, he's never seen that. And he says that because we haven't seen Earl Spence fight a fighter like Sean Porter in that style, in that aggressive fighting style, or dirty fighting style. We haven't seen him fight nobody like that in the pros. That's what it is. But Earl Spence said that Kenny Porter seen Earl get down like that. He said that Kenny Porter knows that I could get down like that. He's seen him spar Mexicans and whatnot. That's what Earl said. I don't remember when he said it, but he said that. And I believe Earl Spence was in gyms with Mexican. He was in Mexican gyms or something like that. I can't remember exactly what was said. But he's saying that Kenny Porter knows this. Kenny Porter knows that I can get down like that. He knows that I can get dirty too. I can make him think about it twice. And that's what actually Earl Spence said during the last interview that they had, a press conference or maybe the face to face that day. And he was like, he got some tricks up his sleeve to make him think about fighting dirty. You know what I'm saying? And that's, it was real talk. That's big boy shit. Okay. Also, on PBC, okay, they said the same thing I said. Since Spence is 3 inches taller than Sean Porter, we shouldn't see no headbutts. That's what I said. He's 3 inches taller than we shouldn't see no headbutts. And if he do, it's going to look very intentional. It's going to look intentional. Now, Earl Spence loves sitting down on the shots, and he can get down 3 inches. 3 inches isn't much. But Sean Porter ain't the type of fighter to fight standing straight up tall either. So when he bends, Sean's going to bend. We shouldn't see no headbutts unless it's intentional. Kenny Porter is contradicting himself. Kenny Porter says that Earl Spence is the weight bully and needs to fight fighters his own size or something like that. But then goes on the Boxing Voice and says that 5'9" isn't tall. That is not big. It's not big for us. It's not tall for us. And he named all the 3 names that he loved naming that Sean fought in the amateurs. Those 3 names I can't remember what Boo Boo, Doodoo Andre, who else? Jacobs, somebody else. Everybody they fought at middleweight. Earl ain't never fought at middleweight in the amateurs. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe he fought at middleweight in the amateurs. Okay? Now, how are you going to say that the man's a weight bully and he needs to fight fighters his own size, and he's supposed to be fighting your son that was fighting guys that you say was big? They're 6'1", they're 6 foot plus, they're this. 5'9" ain't big. Which one is it? Is he big? Is he too big? Is he a weight bully? Is he too big for your son? Is he too big for him? Or is he not? Which one is it? I'm looking at, if you're going to call Earl Spence a weight bully, Sean's a weight bully. It's weight bully versus weight bully. That's what it is. So might as well cancel it out and stop saying it. There's no such thing as a weight bully. A weight bully is somebody that's going to be drained at least when come time of the weigh-in or something. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Earl Spence is strong. Core is tough. Okay? And he ain't never missed weight. But Sean did. Sean missed weight, struggled to make weight. People said he had passed gas, he had a fought, and then step back on the scale, cut his little hang time off and everything. Who's the weight bully? I don't even like that shit. I don't even like that word. It's not, the term is bullshit. That's what it is. Freddie Roach told Sean Porter to his face, Spencer's gonna kill you. I need to see that footage. Oh my gosh, I gotta see the footage. That shit's hilarious, y'all. The hardest thing, in my opinion, the hardest thing that Earl Spence said on that face-to-face, bro, probably in the whole lead-up of the fight, in my opinion, is when he said, he looked right at Sean Porter's face and said, I'm gonna put you on my resume. Cold got to be. That boy is cold. I'm gonna put you on my resume. He said he's gonna straight skin Porter, stuff him, and put him next to his fireplace. And that bitch sipping hot tea and shit. That's some cold shit. I'm gonna put you on my resume. That's cold as a motherfucker, yo. And I believe that Earl Spence, since they was in the same gym, I've been saying this and asking this question for the longest time. Why in the hell, if they was in the same gym, and this is when Kenny Porter swear he kept saying he was training them, but yet Derek James told the truth. The man was the head coach. But whatever. If he was in your gym for all of that time, why do you and him and Sean only spar like 4 rounds? According to Sean Porter, they only sparred 4 rounds. How? I always was like, why? And now I see, because Kenny, you were mad. You were mad that he was doing that to your son at such a young age. And he probably wasn't even pro yet. He's giving Sean the blues in the ring. But I see Sean getting very frustrated. I see Kenny talking to Sean like he's 12 years old in the corner. I see him yelling at Sean vigorously in a different type of way. I see Sean is going to be very upset. And he will do exactly what Earl Spence told him to do. And he told him he was going to do. He's going to walk right over there and congratulate him for being the unified champion. Earl Spence is the truth, okay? And this whole build up to the fight has been great. People has been putting in work, video after video, very entertaining, very funny shit, very truthful things. This fight is going to be fire. The undercard is fire. I can't wait for the 28th to get here. And Sean will get dropped in this fight. He will. I think that's almost a definite, in my opinion. I know what Sean is going to be doing, and Monty Brown is right. You know, he's going to fight. He's going to fight like he's Maidana when he fought Floyd, I think the second time. It's going to be nothing but bending over, overhand rights, overhand lefts. It's going to look like he's swimming in the ring. Swimming. That's honestly the only thing that Earl Spence has to watch out for, is him putting his head down to Spence's chest and Sean putting his head down to Spence's chest and throwing overhand shots. It's the only thing he got to watch out for. But what goes in Earl Spence's favor in that notion and fighting like that is that even if Sean Porter's looking directly at him, standing straight up, he doesn't have that good of accuracy. A lot of people aren't pointing that out. Some people are touching on it, but a lot of people aren't pointing out that Sean Porter might be a workhorse. People might call him a dog and he put in a lot of work and stuff, but he misses a lot of shots, man. A lot of shots. And he's not very accurate. I see this fight going a maximum of 10 rounds with Earl Spence getting the stoppage. Thank you to everybody who donated to the channel. If you'd like to donate to the channel to help the channel grow, I will have my Cash App in the description below. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Who do y'all got in this fight and what round? What do you think is going to happen? Peace.